for the French Grand Prix. Now for this week, I've decided to make some custard slices. Sounds fairly simple. All it is puff pastry, a creme patisserie filling and icing on the top. What can possibly go wrong? Let's get cooking! Into a saucepan you need to measure 500 millilitres of milk, and then you need to split a vanilla pod in half and scrape out all the seeds into the milk and then add the pod as well. Into a separate bowl, add 100 grams of caster sugar, 40 grams of corn flour and 4 egg yolks. The egg whites you can pop in a bowl and you can either freeze them to make meringues at a later date, or you can use them to make a really good face mask. Take a whisk and whisk up the sugar, corn flour and egg yolks. You then need to put the saucepan with the milk on the stove and bring it to the boil. When the milk has boiled, tip a little bit into your egg and sugar mixture and whisk together. Then add the remaining milk and whisk continually until combined. You then tip it all back into the saucepan, vanilla pod included, and return to the heat and heat until it thickens. Once the cream has thickened, pass it through a sieve into a bowl. Once sieved, you need to add 40 grams of butter to the mixture and stir it in. Then you simply cover and leave this to chill while you're making the pastry. If you've made your pastry from scratch, then now is the time to get it out of the fridge. If you haven't and you're cheating and using ready rolled puff pastry like me, then again, get your pastry out of the fridge. And you need to preheat the oven to 220 degrees centigrade. That's 425 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 7 or 200 degrees if you have a fan oven. You need to divide your pastry into 2 pieces and then roll out each piece into an 8-inch square. Once your pastry sheets have been rolled out to the right size, pop them in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes until golden brown. Whilst the pastry is cooking, you need to line an 8-inch square tin with foil. You need to ensure that all the sides are covered with foil so you can lift the custard slices out, but also so that nothing sticks to the side. Once the 2 bits of puff pastry have cooked, take them out of the oven and just leave them to cool for a little bit. Then it's time to assemble your custard slice. So take one of your pastry slices and put it at the bottom of your deep pan, and then take the custard and add that to the top, and then finish with the final layer of pastry. Set the custard slice aside, and then all that's left to do is make the icing. So into a bowl, add 200 grams of icing sugar and then add 5 tablespoons of cold water and mix it up until you've got your icing. Once the icing is made, pour it over the top of the vanilla slice and then you pop it in the fridge until set.